Hail the barbarian horde! I'm Joe, here with me is my co-host Dan.
Hello and greetings.
And yeah, it's been a little too long since our last Conan video. So we decided to do a Red Sonja video for you instead. Yeah, I know. I couldn't resist that joke. But I actually finally sat down to read the Roy Thomas, Ballad of the Red Goddess, I believe. The backstory to Red Sonja. There's actually quite a few Celtic mythical references. The Red Goddess might be called Scatha, I think it is. Or Sakatha, or something like that. But she's actually basically the Morrigan, which works. There's only one point when it gets really stupid. When Red Sonja shows she's a bimbo. Because, she's got a Red Sonja. The thing is, Red Sonja was, of course, a farm girl. She got violated by a lot of guys in Hyrcania. One of the guys wanted to build himself a kingdom, then decides he doesn't want to actually build himself a dynasty. Don't know why. And what ends up happening is that Red Sonja, who had been violated, is given a deal by the Red Goddess, who tells her, though, that when a man comes along who beats you in a fight, you will lose all your power and give yourself to him. Problem is, this happens about 5-6 times in Red Sonja's history, and she never does, and she never loses her powers, so yeah. This is a problem. Bad writing. A lot of writers didn't read this issue, apparently. This graphic novel. That's a problem. It's baked into the powder because Red Sonja is not... naturally, she's not physically strong like a man. She's as strong as any average woman. And given how she's built, she basically has the muscle mass of a Mary Jane Watson. So, yeah, there's some writers that didn't read this issue. They should have. It's actually pretty good. The art style is really, really good. It's all blacks and reds and grays and whatnot. But the way it's done, it reminds me of Vagabondo. Remember the Musashi manga? It's done like that. This artist, you can tell, he doesn't use a lack of color because he can't use color. He avoids colors in order to give more of a storytelling effect. It is really well done. The coloring is perfect. The almost neo-noir style take is perfect. And I actually think maybe all Red Sonja comic, there should have been a run with just this, and with a more Vagabondo style tone to it, about self-improvement and character development. But, Red Sonja, we can't have good things. And this was released by Dynamite Comics way back when. And it's a shame, because this is actually a really, really good comic. And what's more is, I didn't walk away hating Red Sonja. I walked away kind of feeling pity for her and kind of going, well, she's not that bad a character. But there's just one moment when I'm like, oh my gosh, girl, please, you're an idiot. And that's when the goddess says, good, now that you have accepted my pact, I shall give you the finest armor. No! What? I want something that will show that I'm a woman to men, so that they know that they've lost to a woman. Give me a bikini, basically. And you have the goddess. You serious? She doesn't quite say that, but there's almost she's like, okay, here's a bikini, and you have Red Sonja. Yes, now they will know it's a woman. I hate to break it to you, Red Sonja, but you're actually kind of pretty. They would know. Really, it's I'm sorry, but I know there's a lot of people well, I'm sorry, but you're not actually a fantasy fan if you don't like the bikini. The bikini doesn't make any sense. Just give her freaking armor. The blue outfit where she had chainmail underneath it looked pretty cool. It reminded me of Zelda, except there's the blue tabard. I kind of prefer blue on her. It goes well. No, it balances out with her red hair. And I also think soften up the feminist nonsense with her, because it's Hyborian Age. It's anti-liberal. And we're going to bring in liberalism. Okay, Roy. But I can't fault Roy Thomas too much. This is actually a well-written comic. And I see what Roy Thomas was trying to do here. And you actually have to praise him, I find. But I know you've not read it. But given what I'm telling you, I don't know what you think of.
It sounds really interesting, and it sounds like there's a reason why, yeah, Red Sonja may have a fan base other than the obvious two reasons.
Yeah. And the trouble is not... Okay, I've read quite a few Red Sonja comics by now, and even a novel. Red Sonja is just not a compelling or good character. And the thing is, they should have written this story, like, spun it off into an actual... Like, I know they did, technically, but, I mean, write a continuation to this. And with this tone, setting, and style, and whatnot, and this characterization, minus the feminism, they could have really done a great job with the character. But they didn't. And I actually kind of think, in hindsight, it only reinforces my view that I really don't want her in the Hyborian Age. She should have been in the Thurian Age, where Kull and Brule are. Because it's just... You know, like... How do I put it? We don't have as many characters running around in the Thurian Age. And we already have Conan in the Hyborian Age. And I kind of feel like the writers want to make Red Sonja the greatest thing ever in the Hyborian Age, but you can't, because you have Conan. So if it's in the Thurian Age, then you can actually make the character as great as you want, and you can explore the world. The problem is the world building. Like, Conan might go through a kingdom of Hyrcania, fix the problems, leave, but then in the next Red Sonja comic, we find out that king... There's no reference to that king, and she's overthrowing another evil king. And it's like... But then the evil king already got dethroned. No, this is a new evil king. So the good king got dethroned. No. He doesn't... No, we're ignoring that. So you're ignoring the Conan lore. Yes. How does this work? This is so disorganized. But with Kull, at least it'd be... Oh, there's no competition for this, because Kull's over there sitting on the throne of Volusia. So you can have Red Sonja go around Camoria, or, you know, like, whatever state is in the east or something, and overthrow or do something there. It just works better. And the problem with the Hyborian Age, it's like, you'll have to give yourself to any man who can beat you. Well, there's a few thousand or tens of thousands of those, because if she goes for Samaria, she's screwed. And, like, let's be honest, there's a lot of great fighters in the Hyborian Age, in that specific era of the Hyborian Age. Whereas if she's in the Thurian Age, we know there's only two guys who could beat her. Brule and Kull. So, it's one of those things where I just find this is a good comic. I wish that, you know, like, to an extent, Roy Thomas can write her. But can anyone else write her? See, that's the problem. And it's the one thing that doesn't work. But anyways, we're going to be back with more Kull next time, so stay tuned for that. And don't forget to smash that like and that subscribe button.